Why do co-ops matter today? Cooperatives are not just a different way to run a business, they are a practical way for people to take control of their work, housing, energy, technology, and other essential needs. All over the world, cooperatives have been used by working people to deal with hard times, when jobs disappear, when prices go up, or when basic services fail. Cooperatives offer stability. They allow communities to support themselves rather than rely on companies that are only looking to make a profit. Control of resources. In most businesses, the people who own them are not the same as the people who work in them or use their services. Decisions are often made to satisfy investors even when it hurts everyone else. When outside shareholders buy into a thriving business, the goal is usually to extract profit quickly. Quality can drop, customer service suffers, and loyal users are treated as expendable. Thames Water is a clear example. Years of underinvestment and high dividends for investors have left customers facing higher bills and poorer service. Building local wealth. In a traditional business, profits often leave the community entirely. Large corporations can turn towns into mono-economies, places dependent on a single industry or employer. When that business closes or cuts back, the local economy collapses, as happened in mining towns like Blaenau Festiniog in Wales. The same pattern exists in the digital economy. Global tech platforms concentrate wealth and decision-making power far from the people who create the value. Creators face unfair pay, sudden changes in rules, and even censorship while their data is sold for profit. Why co-ops work? Cooperatives succeed because they combine practical economics with community benefit, ensuring decisions and profits stay close to the people they affect. Co-ops are found in almost every sector and are twice as likely to succeed than traditional businesses. Higher survival rates. Studies show that around 80% of co-ops survive their first 5 years, while only 40% of other businesses do. Local control. Members make decisions, so priorities reflect the needs of the community rather than outside investors. Wealth retention. Surpluses are reinvested locally or shared among members, helping communities thrive over the long term. Economic resilience. Research shows that co-ops are more likely to survive economic downturns than conventional businesses. Social cohesion. Co-ops strengthen the social fabric by encouraging people to work together, build trust, and take shared responsibility for the services or resources that matter to them. Alignment with member needs. Services, products, and strategies evolve directly from the input of those who use them. Long-term stability. Decisions focus on lasting benefit rather than short-term profit, supporting sustainable growth. Part of the bigger picture. Co-ops are not perfect, and they do not solve every problem, but they show what is possible when people come together to create something they own and control. As more of us look for ways to deal with rising costs, poor services, and unfair systems, cooperatives offer a way forward that is practical, democratic, and fair. They give people real power. Instead of giving people charity or slogans, they build things that meet everyday needs and belong to the people who use them. Cooperating between co-ops. Some cooperatives do more than serve their own members. They work together across sectors and regions to build shared infrastructure and long-term support systems. This approach is often called confederation. By forming networks, cooperatives can pool resources, lower costs, and strengthen their independence. For example, co-ops may share legal, technical, or back-office support. coordinate supply chains or logistics, contribute to joint funds for housing, healthcare, or education, create platforms for training, advocacy, or public communication. This kind of cooperation between cooperatives makes it easier to build alternatives that are not isolated or fragile. It supports the idea of a wider cooperative economy, one that can grow from the ground up while still working together at scale. Some networks are called federations, where members give more authority to a central body. Others prefer a confederation, where each co-op stays fully independent but works closely with others. Both approaches are used around the world, depending on local needs and culture. Thanks for watching. This chapter is part of a wider body of work. If it's helped you, the full book and other resources are linked in the description.